Much love, and I'm Wayne Johnson with Doc and Queen Ministries, best-selling author of the book entitled Every Child Deserves a Father. Want to share with you a lesson today. Not sure how long it will be. So let's get into it. I'm going to be coming from Matthew chapter 18, verse 21 and 22. And it reads, Then Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, when someone won't stop doing wrong to me, how many times must I forgive them? 7 times? Jesus answered, I tell you, you must forgive them more than 7 times. You must continue to forgive them even if they do wrong to you 77 times. The reason why I chose this particular scripture because I am watching a documentary on Netflix. My cousin-in-law sent me this documentary to watch on Netflix called Daughters, and I definitely want you to go and check it out. It is very touching, and I just had to pause it because this is kind of the feel, the work, the passion I have for people. Many of you may know or may not know, but I grew up, I'm not an only child, but I grew up as an only child. And so I've always had compassion for people. And it's just interesting. One of my cousins who's passed, my mom would always say, one of the sayings he used to say when he was younger, he's like, he used to say he loves a good fight. And I was kind of like the opposite of that. I used to really cringe. My flesh cringe when I used to see people get double banked. And so watching this, I knew by the title and I knew by who sent it to me that this was going to be something that was going to be hit me to my heart. And so I'm watching it, and it's basically about daughters who are missing out on their fathers. And it's kind of the reason why I wrote the book, Every Child Deserves a Father. And I say this, if nothing else, please get it just so it can just bring to your mind how important fathers are, not just to their daughters, to their sons, to their families. Just fathers are important. But this particular documentary is about the daughters and their fathers, and these fathers are incarcerated. And the interesting thing is, this is actually right in my neighborhood, actually in my city of Richmond, Virginia, where it originated from. So I'm sure most of this documentary was here in Richmond, Virginia. And so this is just one of the things, and I'm working on some things now. Don't get me wrong. I'm working on some stuff to be out there where I'm doing more things that's getting involved in fathers reconnecting to their children, among other things. But one thing about doing this line of work, or just being a believer, or trying to be the better person or the better man for mankind is not easy. It's tough. It doesn't happen to me a lot, but if you do this for any amount of time, you get attacked on YouTube for trying to do the right thing and give the word that God has given you to give. And people will come off on you and say some tough stuff, and it kind of hits you hard. You want to defend yourself. And the biggest thing, what I want you to understand is, just being a teacher, a pastor, an apostle, a prophet, evangelist, it's not easy work. It's tough. You can't take this stuff that is going to be something easy and it's going to be something glamorous, because people will come at you and they don't understand that even if they take the things that you say out of context, or even if they may be correct, because we still all human and we all make mistakes. They don't look at that you're trying to come from your heart with the information that you're trying to share to others. You're just trying to make this a better world for us. And, it's tough. I wrote Every Child Deserves a Father a little bit now over probably 13 months. And I really didn't get a lot of support from family and even some friends. And you just think that, you would get the backing from at least the people who are closer to you. But it ain't even so much about that, because it's really about trying to make a difference. But you will have tough times trying to do what is right. You would think when you're doing what is right would be easy, but it's not. And I know these guys are convicted felons and they're in prison for a reason, but we still have to forgive. And just listening to the documentary where for the visits to happen now that they don't happen face to face, they're not in person anymore, they are on kind of like a screen, and you got to pay for this, you got to pay for that. Yes, they made mistakes. Yes, they should pay for the crimes, but we still have to forgive. There are still certain things that we should understand, that we are all still human, and their children are suffering. They are suffering. I'm sure the moms, the families are suffering, and this just touched me to my heart. What I'm saying is, and not just this situation, all situations, we are to forgive others because we want to be forgiven. And we should be trying to make life easier for one another as opposed to making it difficult. So that's kind of the reason why I shared the scripture with you. But keep a lookout. I'm going to be trying my very best in, between this year and next year, trying to make more strides to help fathers reconnect with their children in some capacity. And then just in general, we must love each other. We must be about the betterment of our fellow man. Also, once again, go out to Amazon and purchase Every Child Deserves a Father. And if you don't even do that, at least go to Netflix and watch the program entitled Daughters. Take care. God bless. Once again, much love.